Good afternoon and welcome to Music Scrap, the musical scrap for Wednesday stream in place of our wonderful, frugal, eclectic Joycey, who's having voice issues. I'm having voice issues too, but anyway, it's been a long time since I streamed. Just before the Olympics, I was having some sinus issues, so missed a couple streams, and then when the Olympics was on, I was in Olympic mode and on South Korea time zone, was watching stuff live, so I wasn't streaming. And then the last 2.5 weeks I've been dealing with some issues with my legs, infections and etc., but they're finally improving. So anyway, in the meantime, I found this book years and years and years ago, The GI Diet by Rick Gallup. And this is a different another updated version of his book. Rick Gallup was, for over 25 years, he was the CEO and president of the Heart and Stroke Foundation here in Canada. And he is the one he created this glycemic index diet. Now, for those of you who do not know what the glycemic index is, it is a method of rating foods according to their glucose levels. All right? And so what he does is white sugar, refined white sugar, is listed as 100 on the glucose scale, on the glucose index. And so all other foods are listed somewhere on the glycemic index from 100 or lower. And obviously, the lower the number of your the glucose level, the better the food is for you, because it means that your body is not going to instantly have glucose put into the bloodstream, because when that happens, then the pancreas reacts and puts out insulin to deal with that glucose in your blood. Now, in a healthy person, perfectly healthy person, that can be dealt with. It's still not good to always be eating high glucose, because it's overworking your pancreas and it spikes your energy, but then quickly, but then it also, you will fall from that very quickly as well, which is the problem. Is why people crash and burn after eating, a big pasta meal, carb meal, or whatever. So anyway, Rick Gallup takes all foods and he very easily lists them on red, yellow, and green. Now, it depends on whether you're losing weight or whether you're trying to maintain your weight, which foods you want to eat. Green foods you can eat as much as you want, whenever you want, whether you're dieting or whether you're on a maintaining diet, all right? Now, obviously, that's within reason. I mean, it's not sensible to sit down and eat 5 cups of broccoli, even though broccoli is on the green list, right? So, I mean, there still is sensible things, but they are things that, are go-to. If you're in a munchie, go grab some celery. Go grab some, and there are lots of things actually on the green list that you wouldn't think are on the green list. The yellow list are things that, if you're in weight loss mode, to be careful with them on your diet. If you're on weight loss, you can eat them, but be careful with it. The red ones, if you're on a diet, if you're trying to lose weight, you don't eat the red dot foods, okay? If you're on maintenance, you can eat them occasionally. They're still occasional foods. But the thing is, it's all about leveling your proteins, your carbs, and your fats, your sugars, your carbohydrates, your sugars, healthy carbs, okay? Your proteins, well, exactly, Dot. The number of calories, you could have a chocolate bar that has, let's say, 150 calories. I mean, you can eat a heck of a lot of a salad for 150 calories, right? I mean, it's still going to put the same amount of calories into your body, but whether it's healthy calories or not is, yeah. And so this is his diabetes clinic book. And I have type 2 diabetes, and he has had a lot of people reverse their diabetes following this. So I ordered this book. They didn't have it in the ebook version. I have his 10th anniversary one in ebook on my iPad Kindle version. They didn't have this in Kindle version, probably mostly because it has some workbook things to do, some writing projects to do, and then specific menus, a lot of really great recipes and menus specifically, I mean, tons of recipes, okay, specific for this. And then the really cool thing about this that makes it so easy is that he has listed in the back here, look at this, all your foods. So, I mean, there's no guesswork in it. You have to measure, your protein is like 4 ounces, but like he says, that's the size of the palm of your hand and about the thickness. Well, the size of a deck of cards. So the size and thickness of a deck of cards is what basically your 4 ounces is in most meats. Fish, sometimes you can get a little bit of a bigger piece of fish because it's not as dense. Hey Melda, hi Cindy, hello to everyone. You ordered the book? Oh yay Cindy, woohoo! So, and this is what makes it so easy for me. You know, like, for example, right here there's like cantaloupe. Believe it or not, cantaloupe is in your red list. That's because cantaloupe has so much sugar in it, all right? It's not good for you. But, so everything is listed in either the green, red, and it's very simple. Lots of yummy recipes so that you don't feel like you're, there's a great recipe for oat cakes that you can have. So you have 3 meals and 3 snacks a day. 3 meals and 3 snacks a day. Every meal has to have your protein, okay? And that's even your snacks, right? Because the protein helps slow down the release of glucose into your blood, so that helps keep your insulin level. And I'm type 2 diabetes, which means my pancreas still will make insulin. It just doesn't read the signals properly of the sugars in my blood. So that's why it can be reversed. If you're a type 1 diabetic, you can't reverse the type 1 diabetes. You can control how much, how severe it is by your diet, obviously, but you can't reverse it. With type 2 diabetes, for the most part, you can reverse it because your pancreas still releases insulin. It just doesn't know when to. Anyway, so that is, I started reading this the other day, but it was nighttime and it was too dark and I didn't have my phone wasn't charged enough to use my mag light, so I have to read it with my magnifying glass because, yeah, anyway. So that is one thing I'm up to. I got my groceries bought and I had planned to start making my meals. I'm going to make my meals ahead, one day at a time. I got nice bento boxes that are refrigerator and microwave safe that I'm going to, that are nicely divided into the right size portions. Oh, gracious. So that I can make my meals ahead and freeze them. So that's that plan, but I couldn't start it because I couldn't, even sitting on my stool for any length of time in the kitchen to cook was not possible. So I put it off for a week, so my plan is to do that on the weekend to get my meals ahead. Wonderful Orla. I'm not sure of Orla. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Amanda. Oh, cool, Josie. Wonderful. So, Wonderful Orla sent me a surprise Amazon gift card in the mail. So I bought this part here clamps onto your desk or whatever, and it has a snake arm here, and then it holds your iPad, and it's right over here to my left. I have it right here to my left so that I can have my iPad here while I'm painting, because I often bring up my painting, my photo on my iPad, but it won't take up desk space. So it's up off my desk. So that I bought. I was worried about the snake being, like loosey-goosey and not strong enough. But yeah, it's so strong, it's really hard to move. You have to crank it to get it to move. So it does hold my iPad nicely. So that is one of the things I got with Orla's gift card. And the other thing I got with Orla's gift card, has disappeared already. Oh no, where did it go? I had it like 1 second ago. Did anybody see what I did with my paintbrushes? Where did they go? Oh, now this is going to drive me crazy. Am I just not seeing them? They were right here. Just a little package of paintbrushes. Hi, Janet. Hey, Marion. This is why I lose everything, because I can't keep track of anything. I don't see them on the floor. Let's see, did I stick them in here? No, I didn't stick them in there. I'm going to take a throat lozenge, though, because my voice is, like, gone already, and I haven't even started streaming. What the heck? They were right here on my desk. I don't know. I'm going to have to get up out of my chair here and see if I can find where they went to. They might have slid off with the book, and I just don't see them. Oh, there they are. Yep, they're under my foot. They fell off when I moved the book. One moment, please. Okie dokie. Okay. So, I needed some fine detail brushes because I somehow misplaced my 000 brush that I used for my fine details. And one moment, please. It's being ornery. There we go. It might be at home at my sister's. I might have left it there at Christmas time. I'm not sure. But, there we go. So, I found this set. They were in the, craft brush sections. They're hobby brushes. So, if you want to get fine detail brushes, you go to the hobby section. They're called Nova Synthetics. Hobby and craft. So I take off these little, I don't put these brush protectors are only for transportation. Don't leave them on, because putting them on and off, you can bend you don't need them. You bend your bristles taking them on and off. Didn't get all the crumbs off my desk anyway. So you can see how tiny these brushes are. Let me put them up against the nice short tiny brushes for detail. Da Vinci. Let's see here. They are by Da Vinci. All right, here we go. Just a moment. Let me get my Oh, yay, our winter storm warning is over finally. For my area, it's still going on up north. Okay, north of us. Okay. All right. So, Da Vinci. A number 2, 5, a 0, 000, a 0, a 50, and a 10-0. And then there's a number 2. So there's a 0, a 000, a quin 0, I don't know, a 10-0, however many that is, and a number 2. So very teeny tiny brushes. So those are going in the front of my container here. All right. Ready. So now I'm going to stop this recording and I'll start a new one for my painting. So if people don't want to see that sharing video, they don't have to watch it.